Imagine inheriting a fortune at 21, only to watch it vanish in front of 150 guests because of one viral TikTok roast. That video racked up 3 million views. My nephew Ethan filmed me at Christmas dinner, zooming in on my outfit while narrating, "Meet my Aunt Elena, the family's official budget queen. That cardigan? Straight from Target's sale rack. Giving off struggling cat lady vibes." He laughed, the table laughed, and the comments poured in like acid. Why does she dress like a tired librarian? Someone start a fundraiser for Aunt Elena. Her face when she doesn't realize she's being dragged, priceless. Ethan pinned the nastiest one, POV, your family's cautionary tale arrives in fast fashion tragedy. I watched it 4 times, not to cry, but to decide. Hi, I'm Elena Rossi, 54. I drive a 12-year-old Toyota Camry. I shop wherever the quality-to-price ratio makes sense, sometimes a discount chain, sometimes a quiet atelier in Paris. I don't post online. I don't wear statement pieces. I don't announce my net worth when I enter a room. What I do have is a venture capital firm I started 25 years ago. We currently oversee $940 million in assets. I own commercial properties valued at roughly $38 million, an art collection insured for $15 million, and a quiet house on the Oregon coast I picked up cheap after the 2009 crash. My family knows none of this. To them, I'm just Aunt Elena, the unmarried one, the one who works in finance, but obviously isn't crushing it, because look at her car, her clothes, the grocery store cheesecake she brings to holidays instead of a private chef like my sister-in-law Vanessa. I let them think it for decades. When my brother Luca married Vanessa, I spotted the type instantly, someone who sizes people up by logos, zip codes, and horsepower. She taught Ethan the same math. So I chose silence, and quiet generosity. I created a trust the day Ethan was born, adding to it every year through an anonymous foundation. By age 18, it held $2.10 million. But the payout at 21 came with ironclad strings. The recipient had to show consistent respect, empathy, and decency. Any public behavior proving the opposite, judged by the trustee, could redirect every cent to charity. The trustee was my longtime counsel, Margaret Hale, sharp, discreet, and thanks to her granddaughter fluent in TikTok. Margaret called me the day after Christmas. "Elena, the video is everywhere. He's doubled down with follow-ups ranking family wealth. You're dead last. This breaches the decency clause beyond question." I sipped my tea. "Send the forfeiture papers." I signed them before noon. The money was already gone, Ethan just hadn't noticed. His 21st birthday bash was peak excess, rented loft, neon signage spelling Ethan ERA, custom cocktails, 150 influencers he barely knew. I showed up in a plain navy dress and low heels. Vanessa greeted me with a brittle smile. "So sweet you came, Elena. I know big parties aren't really your thing." I smiled back. I wouldn't miss it. Mid-party, Ethan grabbed the mic in his rented tux. "Tonight's legendary, officially 21, which means trust fund season. Whoever the mystery relative is, thank you in advance for the shopping spree." Laughter rippled. Vanessa beamed. "Actually, darling, we have a surprise. The trustee is here to make it official, family tradition." Margaret stepped forward in her tailored gray suit, folder in hand. Phones rose like periscopes. "Mr. Ethan Rossi," she began, voice calm and clear. "The Rossi Educational Trust was established at your birth and grew to $2.1 million, funded entirely by one individual." Ethan grinned wider. "However, due to documented public conduct in direct violation of the moral character requirement, specifically, repeated online humiliation of the trust's sole benefactor, the assets have been forfeited and redirected to scholarships for underrepresented students." The music seemed to stop even though it didn't. Ethan blinked. "Wait, who's the benefactor?" Margaret turned toward me. Every head followed. "Your Aunt Elena." You could hear champagne fizzle. Vanessa sputtered, "That's absurd. Elena doesn't have." I met her eyes. She stopped. Ethan's face drained of color. "Aunt Elena. I didn't know it was you. It was just content. A joke. Please." You walked over slowly. You told 3 million strangers I was the family failure. You ranked me lowest for likes. You showed the world who you think I am, and I believed you. He dropped to his knees. I'll delete everything. Public apology. Anything. The money isn't punishment, I said quietly. It's protection, for both of us. Vanessa lunged. You're destroying his future over a silly video. No. Irraplia. I built most of his past. The school tuition, the car, the rent you bragged about paying. All anonymous grants from me. I hoped he'd grow into someone worth trusting. Tonight he showed me he isn't, yet. I turned to leave. Luca finally spoke. Elena, I had no idea. You didn't need to know about the money to know cruelty was wrong, I said without looking back. The clips from the party exploded online the next morning. The internet flipped, lost $2 million for clout, new world record. Target cardigan Aunt was the billionaire all along. Ethan scrubbed his accounts within days. Vanessa went silent. Luca sent a long email I haven't answered. The $2.1 million now funds full rides for 18 first-gen students next fall, kids who earned it with grit and grace. I'm home tonight in that same $40 cardigan. It's soft, it fits, and it's mine. I don't dress for people who price souls by tags. I invest in those who understand quiet strength isn't emptiness. Ethan thought he was exposing weakness. Turns out he just introduced the world to the woman who'd been carrying them all along.